Hey guys, Gabs Gaming here, bringing to you a free Musketeer split push deck. But before I get into that, check out my new overlay. Sebale Games very kindly gifted me it, and I think it fits very well with the Supercell's red foundation. And so, what better time to use it? And for those of you who don't know, I set up weekly tournaments. It happens every Saturday or Sunday. We just had my fourth one. I actually can't remember who's come top. I need to update that. It's if you visit the Supercell forums, you'll see it in the tournament section there. I'll also leave a link in the description below. But anyway, the free Musketeer deck. The reason why I'm now going back to this is because I have 5 cards which are over levels 10, 7, 4, and 1, and 3 of them are in this deck, being the Zap, Goblins, and the Three Musketeers. Now, the reason why before I'd always chose decks to try and get over 3500 and then write a guide up on it. But because people below 3500 now, it's very common now to find like way higher troops than 10, not way higher, but 10, 7, and 4, and 1. So I thought it was about time I stopped doing that and started pushing up the ladder. Let's try and do like 4000 decks. So I'll be writing guides on every deck which gets me above 4000 once I start leveling up my cards. If you don't have the miner or log, you can swap the miner for the knight and the arrows for the log. It's not quite as good, but it'll still work. It's actually really important that your Three Musketeers is a high level, because if a fireball is a level higher, it will one-shot them, which is a huge loss. Even if they fireball, if the fireball doesn't kill them, doesn't kill 2 of them, it's not too bad. But as soon as a fireball is able to kill 2 of them, it's a huge loss. You also got the really nice push of the Goblins and the Ice Spirit as like a support, sort of like as a support, but also can do incredible amounts of damage. As you can see here, we've got level 11 Meaning Hall, level 9 rares, but you've got the elite goblins, elite barbarians in there as well, so it's not too far-fetched, I suppose. Below you got the level 12 Minion Horde again, level 11, so you kind of get the picture. It's a lot of, and this is all below 3500. All below 3500, so I just decided enough's enough. It's time to start upgrading my cards and do the next step, the 4000 step, the 4000 trophies. So anyway, I'm going to show you this replay. It's quite a cool replay of how this deck works. The reason why I also really like it is the fact that it works like clockwork. It's very easy process to do, and not a lot of people do it. A lot of people play Three Musketeers deck, but very few people play it like how I do. And the way I do it, I find that it's like I said before, it works like clockwork. Put down your Three Musketeers, then put down 2 tanks in front. So in the left here, I'm gonna put this minus just in front of the bridge because I was worried that it wasn't gonna take the hits from the tower in time. The opponent here has a perfect counter using the over-leveled Valkyrie to really swipe through those 2 Musketeers. And level 12 Goblins does survive a level 11 Zap. That was my mistake. And then I see Elite Barbarians, which is crazy. You just don't see that. This has completely caught me off guard. And I'm behind an Elixir, and he's able to get quite a significant amount of damage on that side of the tower. And I really don't want to lose to the Elite Barbarians. They're not a good card yet. I say yet because I do think they're going to receive a buff in one of the 2 next updates, whether that's this month or the month after. But anyway, so now I'm going to just drop down the 3 Musketeers at the back, start this clockwork process all over again. I see him drop down the giant balloon combination, something which you don't see often now. I mean, 2 months ago, you did see this quite often, but now you just don't get to see it. Get a zap off just to make sure that balloon doesn't get a single shot off that tower, because I think it does 800 damage per drop of a bomb. I put Ice Golem down in front of these 2 Musketeers, but think about it now, probably it was a mistake because he was always going to drop down that Valkyrie and over-leveled Goblins. But I used the log just to clean that all up. Obviously this Valkyrie coming in is going to get a couple of swipes off, which does hurt. It does something like 300 damage, 200 damage a swipe. That's quite something. Anyway, so we're back round again to the 3 Musketeers. They're in overtime now, so I'm just going to drop these down again at the back. And then upon seeing this giant dropped again, going to drop down the cannon, use the Ice Spirit to stop this guy coming any closer. There's a bit of freezer, that's a bit annoying. Then I'm going to put down this Ice Golem on the left hand side to get that push going and try and get this mine in front of at least 2 or 1 Goblin. I mean, if it even gets in front of 1 Goblin, which it does, that Goblin is going to do huge amounts of damage. We now see the level 11 minion horde as well, but a zap very nice cleans that up very easily. Yeah, so as soon as minion horde crosses the river, you zap it and it takes the tower one shot, and they shouldn't get a single shot off on your tower. Again, incoming with the giant and balloon push, but I'm able to once again shut it down with very easy with this cannon and ice spirit and 3 musketeers at the back. If your main push, which for this person is this balloon giant combination, it is not working, I wouldn't keep on doing the same thing over and over again. You normally always get the same you'll always nearly get the same outcome. You need to switch things up, you need to change things up. So like, he should have realized that his goblins were, I was struggling against on his counterattacks when he was pushing back with that Valkyrie upon killing my musketeers. But anyway, let's jump into a live game and see how I face up. Oh, look at that, that's quite a cool tower I've got now, 3. Oh, this is a horrible hand. I'm probably going to send out a naked miner, or I'm going to just risk it with the golem, and that's annoying. So I put down the golem in hopes that I would see the 3 musketeers or the goblins, but now I'm just going to have to play this. Oh, this is going to be horrible. I'm probably just going to have to throw out this ice spirit and then put down this cannon to cycle around to these 3 musketeers, and I'm probably going to be in trouble on this left hand side. Hopefully he doesn't have a giant. No, but he's got a royal giant. It's just, I'm going to take a lot of damage here. But that being said, I should be able to push back very, very heavily, so long as he doesn't have lightning, because that would be. Oh no, he's got fireball. Great. This beginning is horrible. Not a good start at all. But I probably should be able to get some damage off at least on both sides of the towers. But so the issue I'm having right now is my cards. The way that my cards are cycling in comparison to his. Whenever I want to play a card, he's going to be easily able to counter it, and also to top that, to go even further in my disadvantage, is the fact that my cards aren't in the right order. So I'm going to have to use a zap. So I used a zap there on that ice wizard. I'm probably going to use a log sooner or later, just to try and like cycle around to get my cards in the order that I want them in. So I'm going to try and push in with this ice spirit. Side Spirit and Goblins, one of my favourites, or little pushes, but the wizard obviously cleans that up very handily. Okay, I need to get this ice golem down so that I don't take any more damage on this. Come on, no! He's probably going to use the fireball, and there we go. Okay, at least he's missed the tower, but I'm able to get some more damage off on his right hand side. Left alone, that was 5 shots from that musketeer on that tower on the right hand side. Bring that below 1,000. Probably just gonna. If he throws out anything, no, okay, fine. I'm just gonna log it. That was, again, like I said before, it's just trying to clean out. I was hoping that he's gonna drop a troop down there as well to make it a little bit better, but yeah. But this ice spirit goblins aren't really doing me too well. He's got both wizards and a zap, so that should be that's quite a good counter to both of those. But for the first time ever, I'm able to pull off the near split push, but I probably shouldn't have dropped down that miner there. I knew he was always going to get down that fireball and zap, but never mind. Just going to drop down this ice golem just to make sure that Mega Minion doesn't get a single shot off. Probably wasn't the best call, but he's on the right hand side. No, he's definitely going to zap that. Probably. Do I want to force him? Yeah, I'm going to force him to use the zap and push in with the ice spirit. He might not have it. Hopefully this ice spirit gets to the musketeer on time. Oh, that's annoying. If that ice spirit managed to get to that musketeer, I would have easily been able to take out that tower. All it needed was 2 shots from the musketeer, maybe 3 shots. So I'm not entirely sure why he's pushing down his right hand side with his royal giant. Should definitely push down the left. I was saving the cannon just for that very reason, ready with a ice spirit to freeze and get that guy to retarget. But this should be game here on the left. Just going to drop down these goblins just to also do a bit of tanking for this musketeer. And yes, that's a good game. So that was a very, very weird game. My card's not in the right order until closer to the end, and he having a pretty solid counter to all my, well, to my misordered troops and cards, I suppose. But you do give this deck a go. It does work very well. It's very easy to use. Drop down. Ideally, you actually want to drop down the ice golem first, follow it by one of the musketeers, and then when the other 2 musketeers go down the right hand side, you then put down the miner in front. and then it just works. You just keep doing that. You rotate and rotate, and you'll find that you'll keep getting damage off and off and off. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Galvers out.